Hey church family, it probably won't surprise you to learn that in my line of work I attend more funerals than the average person. I was reading an article recently that caught my attention on the reasons why every person should attend a funeral once a year. What the article said was that going to a wedding reminds you that the marriage bond is sacred. Going to a funeral reminds you that your life is a vapor and that one day yours and mine will be gone. When it's announced in church that someone has died, you ought to see it as a reminder that one day that announcement will be made about you and me. Even as Christians, it's not unusual for us to say, "He passed away," which is one way of avoiding having to use the dreaded D word. There's nothing wrong with that, but on the other hand, death is the great reality toward which all of us are moving. And as Christians, we live knowing that Christ has conquered it. A few months ago, we celebrated Easter. And part of what we celebrated is the fulfillment of what Jesus told Martha following the death of her brother Lazarus in John chapter 11. Jesus said to her, "I am the resurrection and the life. The one who believes in me will live even though they die. And whoever lives by believing in me will never die. Do you believe this?" In those words, Jesus stated what was for Martha a future truth, but what we celebrate every year, and in fact every day. Jesus was nailed to a cross on Good Friday. He rose from the tomb on Easter Sunday. In John 10, Jesus reminded us that he was not a victim on that first Good Friday, but was in complete control from beginning to end. He said, "No one can take my life from me. I sacrifice it voluntarily, for I have the authority to lay it down when I want to, and also to take it up again." When Jesus told Martha that he was the resurrection and the life, he not only gave the promise that the one who lives by believing in him would never die, he also made it personal. He asked her, "Do you believe this?" And I pray that each of us would be able to answer yes to that question, and that our belief would not just be something that is intellectual, but instead something that would show forth in our lives. Amen.